Good morning, everyone. We've got some beautiful Florida weather. It's around 10 o'clock this morning, and I'm going to be heading out on the Gulf, probably about 8 to 15 miles out. I'm going to take advantage of the calm seas that we have today. So I'm going to get out there, I'm going to catch some bait fish, and I'm going to be looking for either kingfish or for barracuda. So in just a moment I'm going to get on plane and we're going to be out in the Gulf. There's not a lot of people out on the water. Most people are staying at home, but I'm just fishing by myself. So hopefully we'll have a nice adventure together. One of the first things that I do when I'm running with the boat, you can see that I have the Raymarine on the A scope on the right, is look for bait fish. You can see the bait fish suspended in the water column about 25 feet down. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to see what species they are, see if we can get some in the boat. Now we're on top of bait fish in about 32 feet of water. So there's a few things that I've got to do. One is get my live well going. Make sure that I've got water in there, and then I'm going to drop down my sabiki rig. So I'm actually taking you step by step. You can hear the water going, and I don't see the big bait fish pod, so I'm going to have to, oh, I see bait fish in front of me. Let's see if they're down there. So I've taken you out today just for fun fishing. I'm going to be experimenting with some of the gear, new gear that I've got, which is the Toadfish rods, 2 styles of bare reels, and I'm hoping these are nice bait fish. We're going to see here. The Gulf is alive right now with bait fish. So there's bait fish and game fish in here. Come on. So once you get on bait fish, if you lower down this sabiki rig, you can get a whole bunch. Oh, I lost one. You can see here, they're called greenbacks. They are great bait for kingfish and also for barracuda, you name it, even amberjack. So I'm going to try to get them in the live well real quick, and I'm going to show you a couple of them. The one thing about the saltwater bait fish is that you have to have running water all the time for them. So this is what a greenback looks like. You can see they've got a green back, and they've got a lot of energy. They're nice, bright and silver, about 5 inches long. That was about 4 or 5 on one drop. Hopefully I'm still on them. The bait fish move around, so it's kind of tricky. You got to be on them. I might have to move the boat back up because I don't see them. So I constantly look at the sonar. Yep, got to move. So the school moved off. As you can see, oh, those are bigger fish. Some really tiny bait fish. What I like about the Raymarine, oh, we got some right there. So those are big fish feeding inside. There's the school right there. I'm going to try to go in reverse. I love how accurate this Raymarine is. So I got to go in reverse to get on the spot. See if I can get back on them. There they are there. Good. See if I can get a few more. Okay, found them again. I don't like having the engine on. We've got calm conditions today, so it's perfect because we can stay in one spot. See if I can bring these guys up here. Oh yeah, full load again. Come on. They're not big. Oh, a few fell off, but I got a couple of them. I'm out by myself today, which is a little bit tougher than having help. Even putting the bait fish into the live well and catching them. I'm going to make the best of it. You can see the screen is full of fish. One eye on the screen and one eye on my rod tip. You can see that rod bouncing because I've got a few fish on there. It's nice to see them coming up, nice and silver. These are, we call them butterfish. I don't really like them as bait fish, even though you can get fish on them. They've got these prickly spines that can really hurt you. So I'm going to let these guys go. I'm going to show you the spine in a minute here. Going to hold this guy like you would a bass. So you can see right here at the bottom, they've got this prickly spine. So they're nice and bright and silver too. But I don't think they have as much staying power as the other bait fish. So I'm going to throw these all back. Okay, I've got lots of bait fish. I put on my rod holders. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to look for some reefs in about, I'm going to say 40 to 70 feet of water. Let's see if we can find some of those bigger game fish. And one of my favorite rigs to use is a double hook rig. You can see I've got it in my right hand. And what I do is just take my bait fish and put the top hook in just behind the head. Try not to go in too deep, just like that. And I take the treble hook and I very gently put it in just before the tail, just like that. A lot of these predator fish will follow and they'll either get hit on the front hook or the back hook. So I'm going to drop him in the water just behind me so he stays nice and fresh. Now the outfit that I'm using, this is one of the new Toadfish outfits. And believe it or not, for a spinning outfit, this is 7.5 feet long. And it's rated for, I think, 10 to 50 pound test. Yeah, 10 to 50. What I like about all the rods is that they actually put what the line weight is on there. Then I've got it matched with one of those bare reels, one of the heavy duty ones with 50 pound test. So I'm just going to let the line out and I'm going to let this bait fish swim behind the boat and then I'm going to pull it slowly with the big motor. Okay, got a hit on this rod. Yes, still on. Wow, good fish. Unbelievable. I think I'm going to keep the drag on until I know what the fish is. Oh, nice head shakes. Actually, I'm just going to turn the motor off so we can have some peace and quiet. Wow, that fish smashed it. You know, I saw the rod go back once and then I thought it was gone and then it hit again. Okay, time to put it on free spool. That's where I go hand to hand. That's the nice thing about these bare reels, you know. We use them for steelheading and salmon fishing. And it's awesome when you can fish them out here in salt water. I've got the other line on the surface, so I'm hoping this one's going to be okay. Won't get caught up. It hit like a king, but you never know out here what the fish can be. Took a lot of line out. Haven't gotten a look at this fish and I don't think it's done yet. Tons of power. I've got this nice leaning seat here. I think I'm going to take it easy for a minute until it starts running again. Wouldn't be surprised if I get another fish if there's a school of kings to grab the other line. It's so peaceful out here. This is amazing. Oh. Tell you what, this rod is doing great. This is a Toadfish. They call them Inshore rods, but this one's rated for anywhere from 10 to 50 pound braid, and it's performing extremely well. And the reel is performing well. Just this old man's getting tired. So, you know, this is what it's really like when you fish out here in the Gulf. It's April, and let's see what I got here. Nobody around. Very peaceful. And come on. What are you? Can't horse these fish in. You know, I'm using a light wire leader. It's not heavy. And the hooks can bend, especially if they have toothy mouths. So let's see here. It's way down there. Looks like a nice king. Come on. You can see the torque on this rod. He does not want to come up. So I'm going to get my glove. I'm just going to grab this guy by the tail. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to use my glove. I'm just going to use my free hand. Come on, you beautiful fish. Yes, they do fight this hard. They're great sport. Okay, I'm going to lock the reel. Drag is on. It's not... Don't think he was quite done yet. It's not a monster, but I bet you it'll go about 10, 12 pounds. Come on. Almost, baby. Come on. Might be bigger than 10, 12 pounds. Let's see what this rod's got. Okay. What do you think? Is it a nice king? Man. Now this is one that I tried 2 single hooks. I don't know if you can see that single hook that's in its mouth at the front. And one's tagged just back behind the gill. So even a single hook and a single hook can work really well. Look at that. Gorgeous kingfish right here from the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, time to get the hooks out and to let them go.